All right, boys and girls, let's get rolling on this one. Mass chaos. I got a mess. I need to, pick up. We got a mess here. Bad condenser. We got a mess there. We got a mess here. Surprise, surprise. You've been on the channel before. All right, so we're gonna get into some of the repairs that we went through this week, some part stories, some tool tricks and new tools that we found, just kind of give you an update on the channel. Because here's the deal. The last couple weeks, I've got lots of emails and messages. As you guys know, I try to put out a video every single week. And lately, it's been like every week and a half, every 2 weeks, then maybe once a week. It's been fairly consistently inconsistent. And I've had messages, are you quitting? Are you okay? Emails, stuff like that. No, guys, I'm not quitting. Life has just been, lifing lately. So I've just been very incredibly busy. Everything is good. Everything is a-okay. It's a good busy. I've just been busier than I've ever been. And in the future, we might do a little more explaining on that. It might come into some channel restructuring, but no, I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not quitting making videos, and everything is fine. So thank you for your concern. Okay, so a few interesting things to talk about today. One is going to be a repair on a Subaru that we did, and hopefully this will help somebody out with the infamous wheel hubs in the back that don't like to come out of the car. We got a complete disaster in the shop. If you've been on the channel before, that's no secret. You've seen it. I'm not even trying to hide it anymore because it just is what it is. I'm my own worst enemy for that. I know what would solve this. I know what would solve it, and I can pretend that we're cramped in here because we are, and I can pretend that's the whole issue, but it's not. If I would take 15 to 20 minutes after every car to pick up, I could mitigate this issue, at least, lessen it to a degree. And I don't do that. I get hyper, I get one in, I get it out, I leave the tools out. I get the next one in, I get it out, I leave the tools out. I've tried to take my buddy Jeremy's mantra and don't put it down, put it away. And I say that to myself, and it kind of sort of helps. Another thing I could do is just, at the end of every day, spend 10 minutes, set a timer, 10 minutes and put stuff away. But sounds great in theory. It's a me problem. So anyway, like I said, I've just been ungodly busy, and I'm exhausted. It's a great problem to have business-wise, and then just life outside of here, personal life. I've been really busy, so that's where some of the inconsistencies have come in. I know about a week ago we talked about parts discrepancies. I don't want to complain about this too much, but look at this one. I feel like we've been beating a dead horse lately on parts quality, but this is absolutely, you can't even check to make sure. Like, so here's one wheel bearing we got. This one's brand new. Other side, someone put the used one back in the box. So you're telling me the guys at the parts store can't check this and make sure that you're getting the damn product that you actually, ordered? Absolutely ridiculous. So yet again, there's it's just, like we said in the last video, there's no illusion of quality anymore. Other things coming up, I have a fuel pump video that I'm editing. That one's gonna take a little bit of time. I have been working on some Mazda stuff, so if you've been following the B2000 at all, we have more stuff for that coming. Trying to get hashed out to go to Drifttoberfest this October, which I realize is ironically one of the last events of the year, and also a long ways away. But with a brand new chassis, I don't want to be at any hot lap events. I haven't had any experience in the car, so that's kind of where we're at. That would be like the last fun type event. Unfortunately, the school events locally are gone, so we're not going to get a ton of drifting content this season, which it is what it is. Like I said, life's been busy. Any other way, I've been pulled 10 different directions, so that's kind of okay for now. I did want to talk about a specific tool and a particular job that is known in the industry for causing some issues, and this is the dreaded Subaru rear wheel hub. Now, if you can see, there's quite a bit of this hub that gets pressed in with your bolts into the knuckle, and these guys, for whatever reason, these Subarus, they do not like to give up. And kind of going into our parts quality complaining that I've been doing the last couple weeks, there's like a supply issue literally everywhere. I went to Harbor Freight because my slide hammer exploded. Even though on these Subarus, I know it almost never works, the first thing you do is put your claw in here and use your slide hammer. Try to get it out, because the way this is kind of set up, there's not really a great way to get an air hammer on here. We do end up using one, which we'll talk about in a second. But anywho, we went ahead and we went to Harbor Freight. They didn't have any slide hammers at all. They sell 3 different models. They didn't have a single one in stock, and the guy didn't even want to check the computer. So went to Northern Tool, bought one for about $50 more with really zero warranty and kind of doesn't matter. Got my slide hammer, and these things get so jammed in there that the hub actually came off with the slide hammer, which then in turn though gives us access to these 4 bolt holes, which you can see right here. And now, If you did not take this out, you could pound one of these studs out, and you'd have to get a little bit creative here because there's not enough room to push this completely out all the time. So you might have to cut some of this off and then pound it out. Give yourself a little access hole here to then get a bolt to go into these guys here. So if you can visualize this, this is the knuckle, this is where this is pressed in, right? So you're trying to get this whole wheel hub, wheel bearing assembly to come this way so you can put the new one in. Well, again, the hub pulled out with the slide hammer, so that was an issue, but also gave us access to these holes. So these 4 holes are the portion of this that is threaded. So that means that if this is the knuckle, my hand, the bolts go through the backside, they bite and thread into these holes and suck this in this way, right? So this is how this goes in here, sucks in that way. So what you can do is, once you have access to these 4 bolt holes, take this bolt right here, thread it in, just like that. So now that this is threaded in, like this, so it's the opposite direction, this would be your knuckle. Now we're gonna look at the tool that we used. This guy right here, this is an air hammer bit, but it's just, you can see, a plain rounded steel shank, right? This, I believe, yes, is a Chief. So Chief is a line offered by Harbor Freight, and interestingly enough, we'll see if it'll focus, I doubt it. If you can see on there, well, anyway, it says made in the USA, so that's kind of cool, offering from Harbor Freight. I got a set of these, I think there's 6 or 8 of them, fairly expensive, but so now that we have this bolt threaded into the rest of our hub that we would like to get out of this knuckle, we can come back through the hole in the knuckle with our air hammer and this guy. So when you take this air hammer bit and you put it through the knuckle and it goes into here, it's going to meet the face of this bolt, and then you can effectively use that, go around, have all 4 of your bolts in here, and push this thing out this way. Now, you are going to want to have sacrificial bolts for this, because inevitably you are going to kind of mushroom the top of your bolt, but that ends up working very well. So I like to put all 4 of these in, you know, again like this, and you can just go get some sacrificial bolts. They're kind of expensive because they're an automotive fine thread pitch, but you put those in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you just take your air hammer and work all the way around, and you're able to push this out. Again, I really don't know what it is with these Subaru wheel hubs, but they are an absolute bear. Even doing this, my arms were vibrating at supper, like just from using the air hammer all day. I had my muffs on, I had my safety glasses on, there was stuff in my hair, you know, it's just, they're hard. I don't know what it is about these, but they really get stuck in there. So that's what I had for you guys today. Kind of a quick down and dirty little video. I'm exhausted. Again, everything is fine. I appreciate everyone's concern checking on me. I've just been really busy, but it's a good busy and life is good. If you guys got something out of this video, if you enjoyed the video, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you've not already. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.